Today I'm going to talk about the future. I'm going to explain you and prove to you, trying to, that the future is already history. Whatever is going to happen tomorrow or next week or next year or 10 years or just the day before you die, there is nothing you can do about it. It's already history. Your life is just like a movie, you know. In real life, you just act, and then the camera takes the acting and makes a movie about. It makes a movie. Your life is like a movie, you know. The actors, they come there and they do their act, and the camera films everything. So everything that you did, everything that the artists did there, it's recorded by the camera, and then you save it in a film, and you can watch it later on. In our lives, it's more or less the same thing, only the other way around. We are not the actors anymore. We are the movie, because the movie is already made. It's already, everything happened already. Our life is the movie, what we can watch, what we did when we were acting. So in other words, when we were born, we will live our lives like in a different speed. Our lives right now, it's with reference to the speed of light, and most probably when we were born, our lives happens much faster, in a much faster speed than the speed of light, in a different dimension. Like when we were making the movie, actually acting and everything, that was our life in a different dimension. And our life now is the movie in a dimension with the reference to the speed of light. So the movie is already made. Whatever you think, whatever you want to do, did I make the right decision? You did. You made the decision already. You don't have to worry about your decisions anymore, because you cannot change it. What you did, you cannot change. Everything that's going to happen tomorrow happened already. No matter what you think and what you want to do, whatever you do right now, you did already. You cannot change what you're going to do tomorrow. Everything's already set. Everything's already in the movie. It's like, well, to prove that, why I come up with that conclusion is that when my mother always wanted my father to go to see a fortune teller, but my father, he was against it. He said, that's all bullshit. How can they know the future if it didn't happen yet? There's no way they can do that. And she said, okay, but she kept on, you know, again and again, and one day my father got tired of it. He said, okay, let's go, and I show you for once and for all that it's all bullshit. So he went, and the fortune teller told him like 3 things that were like impossible. There was no way that was going to happen. It was stupid stuff. And then when they left, he told my mother, you see now what kind of bullshit you told me? How is it going to happen? And she agreed, and she said, yeah, it's probably bullshit, you know, fortune teller. So, but a few years later, all that stuff that was impossible at that time, it all happens exactly like the fortune teller told them. From then on, my father was a very strong believer in fortune tellers. So that's why I started thinking, saying, well, how can they tell the future if it didn't happen yet? There's no way you can tell them. And I read about in the newspaper about people that went to see a fortune teller, and the fortune teller told him that he was going to fly to a different country by airplane, and she told him the airplane is going to have an accident and everybody's going to die. So don't go there, don't take the airplane, because you're going to die. Even the guy knew, he still went on the airplane, and the airplane dropped down and he died. So even the fortune teller told him, you still cannot change it. You're going to go on that airplane and you die. Just like Richie Valens, he was always dreaming that he was going to die in an airplane crash, so he never took an airplane until one day he had to take an airplane and the airplane crashed and he died. And he knew that he was going to die in an airplane crash. So you have also déjà vu, people that go to a place they've never been before and they come there and they know where everything is already. They know where the restroom is, they know everything. Like they have been there before, even though they have never been there. So, and I was thinking, how can you explain that? So I came up with this explanation that if there is a star that suddenly appears, and it's 100 light years from here, so it takes 100 years before the light of that star comes and hits our eyes, then we can see it. If one day that star disappears, boom, it doesn't exist anymore, we still will be able to see it for 100 more years because light is still coming for 100 years. So after 100 years, after the star is dead, then we're going to stop seeing it. So we can still see for 100 years everything that's happening in that star that doesn't exist anymore. Let's say you could see there and you could see a child is hanging there and it's going to fall down. And if you would be able to communicate with the child and tell him, hey, be careful because you're going to fall down or something, there's no way you can do it because the star doesn't exist anymore. It's already gone. But we still see everything. We can see still everything happening there, even it doesn't exist anymore. So it's kind of like this, that probably that fortune tellers can see that light that's already gone, but they can see what's happening there and they can tell you what's happening with you in the future. Because it's happened already, but she can still see in that light that's still coming. So that's how I explain that our life is probably not only one dimension, it's more than one dimension. Who knows how many there are. So stop worrying about what's going to happen tomorrow, what's going to happen next year, what's going to happen with this and that. Don't worry, relax, sit down, and everything is going to happen. Whatever is going to happen tomorrow is going to happen. Good or bad, there's nothing you can do about it. So relax, enjoy the moment, enjoy everything that you can, and then let it happen. That's it, that's my explanation. And I hope it will relax you and make your life easier.